Andrew motherfucking Wiggins is back. Okay. We're not sure if he's back, but he was back after one missed game with a foot injury and was sensational. 21 points, 10 rebounds, 9 of 14 shooting, was aggressive all night, defended his you know what off, and it was a wonderful sight to see, as there were a lot of speculations about him being traded to Milwaukee or the Mavericks. I'm pretty sure the Milwaukee package would be something centered around Bobby Portis, which I don't think would be as bad as it sounds, but the Wiggins, that we saw today is obviously much better than a Bobby Portis for this team, especially if we could see it consistently. And we've been seeing these flashes or really good games over the last 10 or so games, I'm pretty sure it has been now with Wiggins. So hopefully it continues, man. He's been looking spry, he's been looking healthy, he's been looking just, happy to be on the basketball court, which makes me happy. And that Wiggins smile out there, right? Played just 23 minutes, 21 points. Had an easy win against the Sixers tonight, where the only issue was the start, right? In the first quarter, we were kind of sloppy offensively. Couldn't get anything really going. Steph was off. Couldn't get anything going inside, which we once again made a huge effort to go, into the paint and attack the paint area with Embiid out. And they were kind of stuffing us and, defended the paint really well early on. Some, tough mismatches weren't punished. And then, it just switched. Wiggins was aggressive, driving the ball. He had some really good drives early on. Then the lineup of Clay, Kuminga, Podziemski, Saric, and Quinones, or something like that. Looney was in there, right? Looney was in there instead of Dario, I'm pretty sure. Made a good run in the second quarter. Clay hit some shots, made some good reads, good passes. Kuminga, in transition, just unstoppable, right? And that's been something that we've seen pretty much every game more than multiple times, right? Where, our defense leads to Kuminga just leaking out in transition and he is unstoppable there. And that's why the defense is so important, right? Defensively, once we get those stops, Kuminga can run the break and we play at a much faster pace with that and get easier buckets, which obviously was always Warriors basketball, to get some easier buckets. And in the first quarter, we also kind of once again looked to be bullied on the boards, if I could say so. We weren't afterwards, right? But it felt like the first game against the Sixers where they were all over us, rebounding-wise, in the first half especially. So it was great to see that we essentially switched after the first quarter, where we just dominated the boards. I'm not sure how it looked in the first, 15-10, and then we just dominated the boards. Wiggins had 10 rebounds, which, imagine if he could do that every game, right? That would be special. And it 100% unlocks more of him and Kuminga together, and the lineup with him, Kuminga, and Draymond, right? It's been great defensively. We're pretty much top 10 defensively since Draymond is back in defensive rating and defensive metrics, and it looks better, right? The contests are much better. Draymond cleans up a lot of stuff. Of course, some size will, get us from time to time, but, I would say the point of attack defense has been great. The help has been better. We're not overhelping as much. There are some switching issues still where the communication is not as sharp as you would like it to be, but hey, we're working on that, and we have given so much better effort that even when we, miscommunicate, when they miscommunicate out there, it's at least somewhat contested, or you can see the effort out there. And the effort has been just awesome to watch. And you didn't even need to have a good Steph Curry game who had just 9 points and 4 turnovers, right? He was kind of just not good today. And it did not matter at all, despite the fact that he got called for an offensive foul on a clear defensive foul after a challenge. I don't know what that is about. But they can protect the greatest shooter of all time with those rules. I don't know what they're doing, man, at all. And then we're once again continuing the inverted offense, quote unquote, as Steph and Clay have been screening their asses off, and Kuminga handling the ball, running downhill is of course awesome of those Steph ball screens, and he's been making the right reads and passes. He had just 1 turnover tonight, and that was a not a forced turnover. There was a misaligned pass that he had the right intentions, great idea. So that's one of those turnovers you're like, hey, you're gonna live with this turnover all day, every day. And he had some good passes tonight. I'm pretty sure he had like 3 or 4 assists to Clay of his 5 assists. Had a really good all-around game, which was great to see from JK. Had 6 boards, 18 points, I'm pretty sure. So some more positive signs from Kuminga and his growth today as he continues to just emerge. And it feels like, he's just a star now, essentially, if I could, say so myself. Was 50% from the field once again, got to the line, just did a lot of good things defensively, and you love to see it. Lester Quinones, what a great surprise. 4 threes made, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 13 points. Had, once again, some really good defensive possession. He's been really working hard defensively, which, his MO was to be the next Jordan Poole, which would mean no defense, but he's worked hard to play defense, and he's being rewarded for it, right? He fights over screens well, he gets into the bodies really well, he's using his size and length really well, moves well out there, which is great. Looney, like I said, had his best game in a while. 9 points, 9 rebounds in 17 minutes, finished okay around the rim, and just had a really great defensive impact on this game as the Sixers just couldn't hit anything in the paint tonight after the first quarter. Looney was out there just, balling. Kuminga's defense was really good. Wiggins was sensational. Draymond cleaning things up. And even Clay and Steph did a really solid job, right? Both, he's going to bring the effort 6, 5, and 5 today from him. Dario even had some solid offensive minutes. Moody played 19 minutes, 3 of 8 from the field. He's still kind of pressing to me, but he had 3 assists tonight and played once again some solid defense. And it was just a feel-good all-around win against the, of course, depleted team. But you take what you can, right? You don't have to expand all your energy on this game when you're playing a back-to-back tonight in Indiana, which is one of the most fast-playing teams in the league. And of course, that's gonna be a shootout, I'm pretty sure. So it's great that Steph got to rest, play just 25 minutes, Wiggins just 23 minutes, Clay 28, Kuminga 29. It's funny now that, Steve Kerr just said, hey, I'm gonna trust him. Kuminga's playing so many more minutes, right? Hey, but you love it, right? Because in the first quarter, Kuminga had some suspect plays, some suspect moments, suspect shots, and was kinda off, which is alright. And hey, they trust him, so it doesn't get phased by it anymore, right? He knows he's gonna go out there and get to be better, and he was better. And you love to see it, man. Some really good vibes tonight. A much needed blowout win, probably one of like 2 or 3 blowouts we've had this season that went for us. I don't remember any other one really. One of the home games was a blowout, I'm pretty sure. And against the Pelicans early on in the season, but that feels like ages ago. But yeah, great Looney minutes. Wiggins looked like his 2022 self. Kuminga continues to show what he can do. Clay actually had a really solid game. Played well within the offense. Took good shots. 18 points. Love to see it. Was on balance on his 3 balls. Defended the rim really well. Rebounded really well after the first quarter. And continued with the inverted offense. Just wonderful stuff, man. And it's exciting. If we were to make some trades, I think it had to be Chris Paul's contract to be moved, but it feels like they're not going to do anything really. There has been speculation about Kelly Olynyk, which I would love to see. Could be a really good addition as a center, but I don't know what Utah would want for him, if it would be Moody or what else, how it could work. Nonetheless, great win. I'll be back with deadline video if any trade happens that I care about, or well, for the Warriors, of course. And then we'll be back tomorrow with the Pacers game. And as always, be kind to yourself and to others. Love yourselves as much as possible, man. And love and be, baby.